So here we are at the BHP Performance Show, the 2023 edition of this show. It's been sited in a new location, so it was formerly at Lidden Hill in Dover. It's now at the showground at Maidstone. So we're going to have a look around and just highlight some of the most impressive cars and projects that we found at this show. And we're going to be doing features and articles on a lot of these cars and models and what you see in this video. So view this very much as a taste of things to come on our channel over the next 12 months. So I really love seeing what people have done to their engines. The engine bay is often closed up and you don't get to see it, but you come to a show and the engine bays are often up. People have really worked on their engines. We've got some spectacular efforts here that really highlight what is possible to dress up what is essentially a dull metal block with lots of pipes on it. And with a little bit of imagination, you can really dress it up and turn your engine bay into something very, very special indeed. So we see lots of silicone piping, different types of hoses used, and even the components that have been used. The stock factory ones tend to come in really boring black plastic, and aftermarket ones offer a variety of different options, different colours, different shapes, different sizes and different styles, and they can go a long way to dressing up your engine. So if you're working on an engine project and you just want it to look nice, have a theme in mind. Don't go for a rainbow theme of lots of multicoloured leads from various different suppliers in different shades. If you can keep it consistent like these people have and produce something that just looks really, really tidy and finished, it makes a fantastic difference to the end result. So engines are not all about looking pretty. We as a channel and as a website, we like to see performance mods particularly. So just looking at some of these engines, they've got turbo conversions on them where they've taken the stock engine and they've managed to work a turbo into it. So after chatting with the owners, we'll be able to pass on a few little tips about these turbos, the turbo upgrades that have been done, and just give you a little bit of inspiration for your project. So exhaust upgrades are certainly very popular at these shows. The exhaust is an important component within the car's system, especially when it comes to tuning. There's often a restriction there. So the general perception is you get a bigger exhaust that flows better and you remove that restriction. But there's a lot of nuances involved with tuning the exhaust setup on the car. So please check out our other videos where we discuss in depth the different components of the exhaust system and how you can extract the most performance for your engine just by some careful choices of the various different sections of the exhaust itself. Nice to see that people don't just focus on performance mods at these shows, they look at improving the handling and the braking of the cars. So there's a big variety of brake discs and brake upgrades that are on offer, and some of these actually look far too big for a road car. It's amazing they got them to fit inside the standard alloy wheel sizes, but these guys have really managed it and I've got to take my hat off to them. They've really done a top-notch job uprating and improving the brake system. Now, cars are very much a complete package, so looking at the body styling and body kits that people fit to cars certainly gives us a lot of inspiration. So it's probably fair to say that a lot of these kits are form over function, but adding vents on the bonnet and on the front wings can improve the engine bay cooling. You really don't want too much hot air, especially if you're sucking that into the intake and into the engine itself. So getting those vents can actually improve airflow, but also the aerodynamic effect of some of these kits can improve the handling. A lot of the spoilers that people add to the rear of cars can actually reduce your top speed by creating extra drag, but it would improve the cornering, pushing the car into the road, so you're getting better grip on those corners and on those bends. The wide body kit allows you to run a wider track on your tyres, wider tyres, and extend the spacing between the tyres as well, which improves the stability while cornering. But you need to bear in mind, if you do that mod, you also need to get the suspension geometry realigned, because the suspension is a very, very dynamic thing. It alters the angle of the wheels on the road depending on the cornering load and the forces that are operating on the car itself. If you've dramatically moved the centre of gravity from the car, you need to address that when you're getting the suspension set up. So again, we've got videos and articles on our website dealing with suspension setups, just allowing you to make the optimum changes to your setup to extract the maximum performance from your car. So we've just really highlighted a few of the best from the show. We've gone around, I've taken a lot of footage which I'll be releasing over the following weeks and months. So please stay tuned to the channel, subscribe if you haven't done so, because we would love you to stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Please boot that like button because that really helps us to get out there, and I'll see you in the next video.